Good afternoon, Capricorn ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Will's Cartomancy Tarot. What I like to do is to go in and give you your maze sex reading, okay? And I've decided to go in and use my more erotic tarot deck today, in addition to a few other cards, which I feel will give you a bit more part and advice into your situation, ladies and gentlemen, okay? So, prior to doing your readings, ladies and gentlemen, if you've yet to subscribe, to this channel, please take a few moments to do so now. And I'm going to start off first by examining these oracle cards here. And if it resonates, go on and give it a big thumbs up. Okay, if you've yet to subscribe, again, please take a few moments to do so now. Okay, let's get started. And I'm going to just go on and just look at these cards here first. Okay, it certainly seems that many of you have been desperately, kind of wishing or praying that you could really have a fulfilling relationship, in particular a fulfilling sexual experience with someone here. It seems that you've been calling in your soulmate here. And this card is assuring you that your prayers and your affirmations are indeed or have indeed been answered here. And this card is also asking you to continue to remain positive and also continue to love yourself first, you know, and make sure that you understand that, you know, you're loving yourself first also makes you very, very attractive, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And to kind of get this sexual fulfillment that you're kind of desiring here, you might want to just try to flirt a little bit more, you know? Extend your lighthearted energy to others here, you know? Because it seems that this month, there's going to be certainly a lot of passion I'm feeling for you guys this month. And this card is kind of suggesting that you might want to try to allow your heart and soul to kind of really, sing with joy here. Okay? And I see that with this engagement card, you're definitely going to be making a stronger commitment to someone. It's either going to be someone in an existing relationship, or it could be a new person that might kind of enter your life here. But you do have a warning here to pay attention to the red flags here. And this card could go both ways, ladies and gentlemen. It could kind of suggest that perhaps maybe you guys have, in fact, met someone new, that all of the signs are there warning you to not to really get your feelings too deeply rooted into this person until you really get to know them first. You may want to pay attention to this, or it may be kind of suggesting that if you're involved in an existing relationship, maybe it's time that you have a honest discussion with one another to kind of move your relationship forward. Okay, I'm also feeling that children might also be a factor in your relationship here. I'm kind of getting it, and some of your focus may be too heavily on children, and you're just losing sight, of other issues that may be present, in your relationship here. And I think that one of the key things to do here for you guys is that you need to learn how to forgive, and you need to learn to try to release the past, because this card is suggesting that as you release the past and heal from it, you're going to experience more love in the present moment. So I'm kind of feeling that a lot of you are kind of holding on a bit too strongly to the past here. And again, to bring more love and tenderness into your relationship, you may want to try to also be a bit more playful here, okay? Try to recapture the romance that you used to feel, as you once felt for someone in the past here, okay? So now I'm just going to just make a few general observations here, just looking at your tarot cards here, okay, just to point out a few other things here that, again, that may help you along your way. And we're going to first start by just looking at the predominance here of the suit here. You basically have a predominance of major arcana cards as well as court cards. So it certainly shows that destiny is in fact at play in your relationship or in your romantic situation. And you might want to consider taking your hands off it, because the more that you push and pull, the more frustrated you're going to be, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm kind of feeling that this month in particular, you're going to be getting a lot of invitations, and I'm seeing a lot of people involved in your situation. So it looks like that you're going to have to make some form or some type of decisions. I'm seeing a lot of, parties and celebrations here that I'm kind of seeing with you guys that seem to be kind of cropping up here. Okay. You also have two eights here that's it's in your reading here. So it shows that surprising developments are to be expected, and it's all about infatuation and flirtations and new insight and knowledge that you're going to be receiving here. Okay, you also have two knaves here, so with that, that kind of suggests that there's going to be like two young people kind of getting together, and there's an element of gossip and trouble that might be lurking here, or some sense of restlessness here that you kind of get or see here. And I'm also feeling too that you guys are, in fact, you're going to meet, it looks like a new person here that I'm kind of getting here because you have those two eights, so that suggests a brief seductive interlude, and it also might suggest an ill advised type of affair or a passive infatuation could bring some type of disappointment and regret. So now you understand why this pay attention to the red flag sign, card is kind of, showing there here. But I'm also certainly seeing mutual love and happiness and affection at some type of an event here, as well as impulsiveness, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm seeing some type of notification of some good news that you guys might be receiving. Okay? You also have two sixes there, so that shows a very argumentative type atmosphere is to be expected. I'm feeling that someone with manipulative intentions is going to in fact come back into your life here, and it could even be an ex here. Like I said, there's a lot of people connected for a lot of you, so just pay attention here because I'm seeing a lot of irritability, agitation, and bitterness that you may have about something here, you know and then I see here that it's really plenty of work that you're going to have to do, but I feel that all is going to go well, and I feel that it's going to benefit you and your family in some way here. Okay? And again, with those two sevens, it looks like, again, somebody with manipulative intentions is going to be coming around you, or in fact, you just have an enemy, in some sense that really surrounds you here that I'm kind of getting here. Okay? You also have a major timing conjunction too that I'm kind of seeing, as well, ladies and gentlemen. And what that is kind of suggesting here, because you have the star here that's kind of coming before um, the seven of fires here. So that suggests that a major cycle, seems to have ended. And this cycle, ladies and gentlemen, is a cycle I'm kind of getting here that appears to be, really heavily influenced or marked. I'm kind of getting by, uh, success or, in fact, accomplishment and even, in fact, wishes, ladies and gentlemen, materializing. So this kind of certainly shows you made an important decision or choice regarding, perhaps career and friendship matters. And I feel that you kind of stood up for yourself about a week ago, and some of you may even have left your place of employment here to kind of go on to better pastures. Okay. I'm also seeing again, it looks like someone really deeply has very strong romantic feelings towards you, and the way that it seems like they're communicating or they will communicate towards you would be via email or a call or a text or even in fact in person. Okay, but I'm feeling a strong chance here with just looking at your cards here that your relationship has a strong potential for abuse, ladies and gentlemen, or you might be kind of experiencing abuse more. I'm kind of feeling emotionally and verbally. And I feel that someone might even, in fact, be withholding sex from you, or even, in fact, playing sex games, and is a bit distant, I'm kind of getting, or judgmental, or might be, in fact, kind of observing everything that you do here, you know? And I'm seeing that, even separations and divorce are very highly likely here because one of you might even, it seems that you might be, in fact, in the midst of a breakup, or you could equally be perhaps wondering, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of getting if someone has lost interest, okay? And some of you might also have been having problems, I'm getting, with authority figures, perhaps a boss. And I feel although you'll get very upset, I feel that you're going to certainly defend your position because the boss fears you in some way, I'm getting, you know. and kind of undermine your best intentions here. Okay? So I'm kind of getting a lot of this undermining, ladies and gentlemen, may have caused you to feel your job was in fact in jeopardy, you know? So let's go on and get started here and start with the bottom card here. Um, uh, we have the Fool card that shows there. So as you would imagine with the Fool card, ladies and gentlemen, it certainly is a card all about, really new experiences coming into your life here. With this card, it's connected with air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and Uranus. It governs this card. So this card is all about the unknown, or again, a new start, or even, in fact, as I've indicated, a crucial decision that might need to be made, and you're taking some type of a risk here, you know? So this card is certainly showing a new beginning is at hand here, and you might meet someone that's very unconventional, even possibly a homosexual or bisexual type person. Someone very eccentric. The person could also be, someone that's might be trying to start something new here, a new venture here that I'm kind of getting here. Just looking at that card. But this person, I'm feeling, ladies and gentlemen, might be a bit impulsive, a bit cunning, very naive and inexperienced in some way, very careless, I'm getting. So if you want your situation to blossom with this card, this card is kind of asking you that you must have more faith and trust, you know? And I'm feeling that for some of you who may have just recently ended a relationship, this card kind of tells you to kind of let go and really try to attempt to start something new despite, really how hurt you might be feeling here, you know? And again, if you are in fact involved with someone, many of you um, feel like perhaps some of you may even feel like your sex life has become boring, and you might want to try to find ways to spice it up a bit. So either you are going to kind of take a risk on feeling in your current relationship, or you're going to in fact meet one new, which in fact I feel that you guys have, you know. So keep in mind this card could also have you ending up, because it is the Fool, ladies and gentlemen. You can't forget that it is the Fool. It can make you in fact feel like you're being fooled in some way. So you do have an ill-advised affair that I'm kind of seeing that's kind of cropping up, something new here. Okay, so just be wary, about that here. So let's go on and just look at your past here. We have the Eight of Waters. So with the Eight of Waters, that connects with the first 10 degree of Pisces. Okay, connects with water signs, and Saturn governs this card. So this card is all about disappointments. You see how disappointing this female seems to be here. It's all about kind of hiding or kind of walking away, and really kind of changing directions, and even a change of heart for someone new. So it seems to suggest here with this card that, perhaps in the past, this shows that you walked away from a very painful relationship, I'm feeling, in which you kind of, it looks like you put in, ladies and gentlemen, so much effort here, I'm kind of getting. And some of you, as I said here, you may have decided to just walk away to pursue someone else new. And I feel that you felt your situation perhaps dead end, and your sex life, I'm getting, even suffered. And you just felt, it looks like that you just so felt that something really, 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 ladies and gentlemen, was lacking, or missing, or something just wasn't right with your situation. And it looks like that some of you could even potentially have seen the person more as a friend, but not a person that really is relationship material here, if you will. And this might have come as a shock to others, because people probably thought that you are the type of person who appears to never have problems. That's how people see you, okay? So this relationship seems to have been very toxic and draining on you, and perhaps very unhealthy, you know? This person was very sensitive, and perhaps very sensitive type person here. Okay, so let's go on and move on to your present here. You have the Knave of Waters. And with that card, ladies and gentlemen, of course, that connects with water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This card is all about comfort, intimacy and good news, and as well as invitations and love letters, as well as renewed, as well as new feelings. Okay, so it shows that unexpected surprises are in fact are going to materialize. I'm kind of getting, you know, and I see that many of you are in fact you might be in the process already of trying to reignite fire or passion in an existing relationship, or you are being wooed by someone new. Okay, I kind of see many of you receiving, as I said, some type of an email or love letter of some sort, and you'll be very excited about the possibility I'm getting of connecting. But things may not move, ladies and gentlemen, as swiftly as you would want them to, because I feel that, with this person appears to be very charming, very psychic, adoring, and at times I'm getting overly sensitive or jealous and easily kind of influenced, and for some of you, this person even may be a teacher or work in the hospitality industry or service industry, or maybe does HR work here. But this card kind of asks you to kind of keep an open mind. And I'm kind of getting that this person, for some of you, they may even, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, be a bit younger than you or just be somewhat immature that I'm kind of getting here. So let's move right along and look at what do you really want in your romantic situation and how you really feel, ladies and gentlemen, about your lover here. We have the Queen of Earth. Okay. So with the Queen of Earth, it connects with Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. So this card shows that you certainly really want to kind of enjoy being in love, and you really want to build something solid with this person or with a lover. I feel that you see the person as a nurturer, as very confident, ladies and gentlemen, dependable, intelligent, very generous, as someone with excellent business acumen, very shrewd and talented, even conservative and really down to earth, a very good provider, ladies and gentlemen, even flirtatious, I'm getting, which might in fact sometimes get this person in trouble. And ladies and gentlemen, with these energies, it could certainly be how you're both feeling, and it could be vice versa, okay? But I feel that you might want to kind of reignite your relationship or renew a passion for one another. And I feel that although you'll find this person open, you need to open yourself up to new ideas. And I feel sometimes this either you or they have a hard time really loosening up. One of you tends to be a bit stilted at times and, you know, yet very mature, and I'm kind of getting unassuming. Okay? So let's look at what they want and how they really feel, really about you in a situation with you here. We have the Six of Airs there. So with that card, it connects with uh, air signs. Okay? Mercury is in Aquarius. Okay? So they want you to kind of, I'm feeling, be more open sexually, so your sex life, so that your love life can really thrive. I'm kind of getting, and they want you to move beyond the past. I'm kind of getting. I feel that they see you as secretive, and they see you as suffering in some sense. I'm kind of getting, and they feel they are putting in. It looks like they feel they're putting in a bit more effort than you, or it could be vice versa. And for this reason, ladies and gentlemen, they have doubts about whether there's a light at the end of the tunnel, really, if you will. Whether the relationship will move forward, or whether they should continue to keep putting in effort if you're not doing anything. So it's vice versa in terms of feelings here. Okay? I feel that they feel that you've had a change in attitude, or perhaps you may have even moved away from them in some way and even severing ties, or, just even in fact, ladies and gentlemen, just seeing, really seeing someone else here that I'm kind of getting that they are kind of feeling. And all of my cards are kind of falling down here. So let me just put it back up here. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here, that They feel that you're kind of running away from them in some way, you know. And that's why it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that the two of you have some type of, honest or serious, type discussion. Just a second. Let me put this back up. Okay. For all my cards fall off. I'll just leave that one off for 1 second. To just have a real honest type conversation that I'm getting here, ladies and gentlemen. Just 1 second, okay? Thank you for bearing with me. Okay. Anyway. All right. So, aside from that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to just move beyond that. And we're just going to go on to just wrap up your reading here. And that what you might want to try to do, ladies and gentlemen, is to try to listen with your heart a bit more, try to not respond, listen to respond, but just hear what your lover is telling you, and choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love, and try to, ladies and gentlemen, express love, through gifts. Sometimes a small token can kind of make someone feel a bit better. Okay. And always appreciate the moment that you're in, because every situation really is an opportunity for you to really grow and you to find love. Okay. So, in closing today, ladies and gentlemen, try to surrender all that no longer really serves you, ladies and gentlemen, and let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and let it be healed. Let there be space for new energies to kind of enter your life that I'm kind of getting here. And to understand that there are a few things that you must surrender. Surrender to your full power, ladies and gentlemen, because your life is really calling you for you to really kind of step into your full power rather than playing it small. Okay? Try to surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others, and rather than, really trying to kind of handle everything yourself, because this can really take pressures off and simultaneously nurture yourself. Okay? Surrender, ladies and gentlemen, to spirit. And once you've done everything that you can do to achieve the goodness that you know that you can, turn the situation over to the divine and let the spirit work its magic. And please, by all means, surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to kind of begin the addiction and replace it with healthier, ladies and gentlemen, alternatives. So this is what I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this reading resonates. Please be sure to leave your comment. And if you need a personal reading, please contact me at WAT61073 at gmail.com. Enjoy your day.